Look what came in the mail.
I used to wonder what it feel like. Now I know achieve the goal. I ran the race.
What's up guys, today is Sunday. I'm here with Madison and Troy. We're getting early dinner with a couple of my old teammates and I'll take you guys there. Whoa! Whoa! How's it? Is it good?
Raw technique. I say that's really good.
It's really good. The fries are really hot.
That's what you always say.
Whoa,
that's really good.
What else is it supposed to be? Alright, here is the honey chicken biscuits. And then there's the fries. Damn, officer! Alright guys, today is Monday. Happy Labor Day. We had a lot of fun yesterday at the food truck place. So here I remade the slow cooked beef. I'm gonna show you guys how to make this right now. Alright guys, so I started out this recipe with baby carrots, onions, and mushrooms. Then I added the meat on top, make sure the fat cap is on top, and then I put the extra meat on the sides because it was too tall. So then I added 2 tablespoons of garlic salt and 1 tablespoon of Lowry's seasoned salt. You can decrease the salt if this is too salty or if you have less meat. I did 1 teaspoon of thyme and 1 teaspoon of oregano leaves. I mixed all that up, I poured it over the beef, and then I added in my sliced red potatoes, and then I added in more carrots, onions, and mushrooms. So that's gonna be pretty much it. You're gonna go ahead and set this on low heat for 10 hours, and that's it. All you have to do is just let it cook. So hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. It's about 5:30 right now, so what I've been doing is I've just been sitting at home going over OneNote, and I've just been annotating the PowerPoint slides. So what I'm doing is I'm going over all the slides and really paying specific attention to all the things I annotated and all the key points and all the PowerPoints, and basically reviewing for my test on Friday. I actually already ate that beef, so I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like right now. What I typically like to do is I like to separate all the meat out from the vegetables and potatoes, just because I wanna make sure I'm hitting my protein amount. If I separate all the beef out by itself, then it just makes it a lot easier to pull the meat out that I want, and I added some juice to it so it doesn't dry out too much, and then that way I can add in my vegetables separately and weigh everything out and just keep track essentially. Just a little tip if you guys are really trying to keep track of your macros. If I'm not tracking, then I would just keep this all the same. It's the end of summer. Finally installed our pool speakers, or they finally work at least.
What the heck are you doing?
What are you doing?
Good one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I will be officially working the Ghost Lifestyle booth at the Olympia in Las Vegas Friday and Saturday of next week, so that's the 15th and 16th. If you guys are going to the Olympia, make sure you stop by the booth, come say hi. I would love to meet any of you guys who follow the channel and support me, so definitely stop by the booth if you have a chance. What's going on guys? So instead of doing a full workout voiceover, I wanted to talk about 3 key movements that you guys should incorporate in your shoulder days. So the first exercise is a lateral raise, and these target the lateral portion of your deltoid. So in order to do these, you should grab either a handle or the post with your medial arm, lean at a 45-degree angle with your body, and then keep the cable motion between 15 to 90 degrees. I want you guys to think about having your elbow as the highest point, not your hand in the motion. And keep the range of motion between that 15 to 90 degree range, because that's where your deltoid fires the most. The next exercise is rear delt flies. These target the rear portion of your deltoid and smaller muscles in the area. And in order to do these, you should bend over at a 90-degree angle, keep your spine straight and tight, and I like to grab the rope portion of the handle and lift with my pinkies going towards the ceiling. Also, try to lead with your elbow with these movements and don't lock your arm out, as this can engage your triceps, which you don't want to do. And the last exercise are landmine presses. So you can either do these standing or kneeling, and they primarily target your front deltoid. I feel the most tension at the top when kneeling because the bar stays less perpendicular to the ground, but you should definitely try these out standing first.
So you want to push the bar in the path directly in front of you and up from your shoulder. Do not deviate from this path because this can make the bar harder to control. I prefer not to lock out at the top of the motion just because locking out can put the weight on your elbow and triceps when locking out, and you want to keep all of the tension on your deltoid. So what to think about is you should think about keeping the bar in the same path immediately in front of you and keeping your core tight whether you're kneeling or standing. That's going to do it for today's voiceover. I hope you guys enjoyed these 3 key exercises. Be sure to give these a try and let me know how they work out.
What's going on, guys? Today is Thursday. I haven't really vlogged much this entire week just because I've been preparing for my exam, so I really apologize for that. But today I'm going to show you guys my study schedule that I made for the exam, and then later I'm going to be heading to a friend's house to study. Alright guys, so here's a study schedule of what I have kind of written down. So what I like to do is put all the material that I want to study, like all of it, and then what I'll do then is divide it by the amount of days I have. So this is the amount of material that I wanted to cover. So we had 9 days of lecture, 50 questions on the first aid Q&A book, 8 videos in pathoma, 4 videos for sketchy pharmacy, and then this is just a physiology textbook. What I'm doing is we have 2 full days to study for the exam, so I'm splitting all this material up into 2 days. So I have the whole kidney reabsorption system kind of drawn out here. We have the glomerulus, proximal tubule, loop of Henle, distal tubule, and collecting duct. So just to try to help me get an overall picture of what's going on here. I have a chart here for all the drugs I need to know. Drugs are usually pretty simple in the fact, like for remembering the class, they have similar endings. So these are mides, these are thiazides, these are ones. There are some patterns, but for this one, like most of the thiazides are end in thiazide or thiazid, but this one does not. Looking at the drugs that I need to know for this exam, this drug doesn't match the thiazide ending, but it does have a TH in it and pretty close to the ending, and the rest of the drugs don't. That's how I'm gonna remember that one. So it's all about just kind of coming up with key things or key differences, or even creating silly mnemonics on ways to memorize things that really help you out throughout the exam. Alright guys, quick change of plans. I'm actually on campus now because we are looking for big whiteboards to just write everything out. They're just really good tools to teach each other different things about renal physiology and renal pathology and pharmacology. So I'm going to the student union right now and we're going to review all the material for this week.
And then you've got like congenital, cancer, stones, and then all of the interstitial stuff, which I think the interstitial stuff is good. Yeah.
Just got back home from studying. We had a really productive session. We went through basically every single lecture, and yeah, just really went over all the stuff that we all felt like we had issues with or we didn't quite understand. That took about 6.5 hours, and now I'm back home and I'm gonna go over even more stuff that I feel like we didn't spend enough time during that review session. Do you want to go outside? That was good.
What's up guys, I get questions all the time on what kind of camera I use, what computer do I use for med school, what books do I use, what workout gear do I use. So I thought it'd be a great idea to put everything in one single list on an Amazon page. So what you can do is you can go to amazon.com/shop/EJ_fitness and you can buy all of the same gear that I use. I put my camera that I use for vlogging. I actually use the Sony A5000, but they don't have that on Amazon anymore. Instead, they have the upgrade, which is the A5100, which is honestly the way to go now. And yeah, so these are all the books that I religiously use when preparing for exams for med school. And here is the mic setup that I'm currently using as well, if you do like the sound quality of this voiceover. And here's my workout gear. Here are my headphones for when I work out. And here are the bands that Madison uses for her leg and glute workouts. So go ahead and check out the list at amazon.com/shop/EJ_fitness so you guys can buy all the same gear that I use.
Alright guys, so today's test honestly did not go as well as I was hoping. So if you've been following me for quite some time, then you know that my goal is to get into orthopedic surgery for a residency. And in order to do that, you have to be definitely the top half, but preferably in the top quarter of your class. And as of now, my test scores, I'm not hitting that top quarter. So unfortunately, I am gonna have to take a break from YouTube. I'm not permanently quitting or anything like that, but I do need to take a break and really buckle down and get these next 2 tests out of the way to hopefully bring up my overall grade in this course. So I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for following me, for subscribing to my channel, for commenting, for liking on all my videos. It really means the world to me, and I really wish I could still put out helpful content for all of you, but for now I'm gonna have to scale it back. Go ahead and click that notification button up on the top of my channel so you guys get notified the next time I upload. Be sure to follow me on all my social media down right here below, because I will be posting on Instagram and Snapchat still. I'll still be interacting with you guys on there, so follow me there. And thank you guys so much for all the support, and I'll see you guys next time.